Hey, what's going down? It's 415 Boxing back with another vid. I want to talk a little bit about Vasyl Lomachenko. I read an article on boxing.com, and I've seen it also on Boxing News 24/7. Basically what it comes down to is Vasyl Lomachenko says he needs a year to prepare for Manny Pacquiao. First of all, listen, man, Manny Pacquiao isn't even a big fighter. He's not the biggest fighter in the world, but he's bigger than Vasyl Lomachenko. And if those two were to fight, I think he would break him in half. I think he would break him in half. And I just think Pacquiao is just a better overall fighter. Now, I know Lomachenko. He moves around a lot. He does have a lot of movement, and a lot of people think that's a style that can give Manny Pacquiao trouble. But I think uh, Pacquiao would just be too big for him, too strong. You know what I mean? Might even be quicker than Vasyl Lomachenko. And the sad thing about this is, why the hell would he even be talking about Manny Pacquiao right now? You know what I'm saying? And when he has a fight coming up with Nicholas Walters, and that's not an easy fight. And you know what? Honestly, I don't really know who's gonna win that fight, for the simple fact that Lomachenko doesn't have too many fights. Uh, and shit, Nicholas Walters, he hasn't fought in so long. Now, you could say, well, in his last fight when he Nicholas Walters, that is, when he fought Sosa, Sosa was piecing him up a little bit, which he was. But every fight tells a different story. Just because Sosa did it doesn't mean Lomachenko can do it. And Sosa was actually fighting Walters. You know what I mean? Like going toe to toe. I don't believe that Lomachenko would do that because I think Walters is too strong. But Lomachenko definitely does have a chance versus Walters because he's a pretty good boxer. So he really needs to just pay attention to the fight that he has coming up versus Nicholas Walters, and don't worry about Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao right now because, like I said, you got a tough fight coming up. Manny Pacquiao should be the last uh, person you should be thinking about, and what you don't want to do is have your promoter fuck around and ruin your career, having you fight a guy, having you fight a guy that you have no business fighting. And you know what? And not to, just to be fair, it also depends on how Manny Pacquiao looks versus Jesse Vargas. If he looks weak, if he looks slow, if he looks old, then I guess maybe it's a possibility that Vasyl Lomachenko could get that fight. But uh, he shouldn't be worried about no fucking Pacquiao right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the fight with Nicholas Walters, it's going to be a pretty good fight. And it's an even fight. It's a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? If if Vasyl Lomachenko can stay on his toes, move around, and box, then he has a real good chance. But if he gets involved in a war with a strong fighter like Nicholas Walters, um, then he might be in a bit of some trouble. So we'll definitely have to see what happens. But anyway, man, I just wanted to make a vid about Vasyl Lomachenko, talking about how he's a year away from uh, Manny Pacquiao. He shouldn't even be thinking about that shit right now, man. Should just be concentrating on Nicholas Walters because that's a hell of a fight, and it's definitely a fight I'm looking forward to. But anyway, man, shout out to them people making vids, man. Subscribe to 415 Boxing, aka Joseph JoJo, man. Hope everybody has a good day. Peace.